Miss Brenner, I managed to corral Mr. Gibson, and he's there in a conference room. Mr. Gibson, your client is here with me in the courtroom if you need to bring him into the conference room with you. But I'm going to put you and Attorney General Brenner in a breakout room and let you discuss his case. Is
he in the courtroom, you're saying, Mr. Higgins?
Yes, he is.
Did he post bond, I guess?
Yes, he's free on bond. He's got somebody here with him to help him.
Okay, because I just saw him at the jail yesterday, so he must have posted bond recently.
Well, he's here. He either escaped or he posted bonds.
Okay.
Judge, do you know how much his bond was that he posted?
No, let me take a look.
Thank you. Because that'll help my negotiations.
Yeah.
He must have had some family or someone help him.
The bond recommendation was $18,550. I don't believe that was posted.
It was probably 25% of that.
The bond posted hasn't reached the, let's see, he posted $4,637.
Cash. It was cash, not surety.
I believe, yeah, it's cash.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right, I'll let you guys talk.
Thank you, Judge.
And then we'll continue to conduct business. Josh, we have a bunch of no-show arraignments. In fact, 80% of the people didn't show up. So I think we're about done. I'm checking to see whether we have any additional pretrials. We do have a guy in the lockup, Trey Hensley, Dante Wright, Cheryl Gann, Charles Smith, Curtis Koy. Why don't you bring in Mr. Hensley, if you would? Good morning, sir. Are you Curtis David Koy?
Yes, I am. Good morning.
We've got several files here. These are all ordinance cases, a registration plate violation and file number 25228OI, a no proof of insurance in 12840I, and failed display of valid license. Mr. George sent me a message, pleaded no ops, and he would dismiss all of the other charges. No operator's license is a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to 90 days in jail and a fine of up to, it's failed to display a valid license, so no ops in possession. That carries no points, does carry $100 fine and $125 in costs. Are you willing to plead to that charge if he dismisses everything else?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, I'm
Yes.
Charles Smith in lockup.
All right, well, I guess we'll have to deal with him too. Two 5201284. All right, other than this plea agreement, did anybody promise you anything to get you to plead to this
No, Your Honor.
or threaten you?
No.
This will save you several $100s in fines.
Mm-hmm.
No proof of insurance is $150 and the registration plate's $100. So on that day, were you driving in the city of Three Rivers on July 8th?
Yes.
And did you not display a valid license?
No, I did not.
All right. Now, you were waiting patiently when I went through the advice of rights with Ms. Pana and Kalu. Do you understand do you have things squared away now?
I do, Your Honor, yes.
So you have a valid license now?
Yep, valid license, insurance, and registration on the car.
This will go on your driving record, but it doesn't cause a suspension, I don't believe. $100 fine, $75 crime victims' rights fee, $50 state minimum fee, $225. Can you pay that within 30 days?
Yes, Your Honor.
September 5th? Are you missing work right now?
No, sir.
All right, let's get you out of here, get you back to work. You can pay with green cash, certified check or money order, or a credit card.
Okay.
All right, sir, you're good to go.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
All right, I'm working on it. All right, so that takes care of Mr. Koy. We had all these pre-trials in the middle of this already busy felony and misdemeanor day. Ms. Hines, what have you got for me?
I just have one case, Your Honor. And he has another case that's set for next Tuesday with EEC. So I talked to Josh. I'd like to adjourn it to look at all the discovery.
All right, is he here?
He's in the jail.
All right, well, let's take care of this next gentleman and then we'll address your case. Trey Hensley?
Your Honor,
Yes?
we had him yesterday for something. Is this something new or?
Well, it is a ticket for driving without a valid license.
Okay, that's something that we can deal with
On
yesterday then.
July 18th. Mr. Hensley's in custody on some other stuff.
Right.
Let's take a look. Good morning, sir.
Come on.
You got a pre-exam next Tuesday on a felony case, but this is a traffic case that they brought to my attention. You've been in custody now for 4 days on a domestic violence charge. This is an earlier ticket for driving without a valid operator's license. So let's take a look at this one. Ryan, how you holding up here? Mr. Hensley, you got a ticket for no ops ever applied. You got pulled over in a 2002 Chevy on July 18th. And apparently you never have had a license. Did you have one at one time?
No, I was just waiting on the state of Michigan to transfer over my transcripts. It took them literally forever for them to get to me. And but
Transcripts of what?
my school records, and it was the 4 minimum identifications for your stuff. And so, I mean,
Well, you've been in jail for 4 days. This is not the kind of thing I would put you in jail for 4 days. But if you plead guilty to this charge, I'll give you credit for 4 days of jail and the minimum allowable fine. Or you can plead not guilty and I could set it for further proceeding. Just a minute, let me put that conference room out of it.
What does that 4 days mean?
Well, you've been in jail for 4 days. I would give you 4 days jail credit, 4 days that you've already served and no additional jail time. And I'd give you $125 fine and give you some time to pay it. This would go on your driving record though, as a not
Yes.
having a valid license. Are you willing to do that?
Yes, but I do have a scheduled exam. I instantly passed when I got my transcript. I was.
All
really
right, so
just-
you're gonna take your test to get your driver's license?
Yeah, I already have my permit and everything now.
All
I
right, then
got
I'm
it the
gonna
next day
adjourn
after.
this.
Your Honor,
Yes?
does that carry not only 2 points, but does it carry a suspension for that particular section?
No ops, 904A does not carry a suspension. No ops
301
ever
doesn't.
acquired.
Okay, but I wasn't sure about that one.
Well, DWLS
Well, that one was.
is
that was a given,
904,
yeah,
that carries a suspension.
Right, but
904A, no ops ever acquired,
no,
is not a suspension,
Okay.
but I just looked it up earlier this year. But he's got a permit, and so you have an appointment to take your test.
Yes, and hopefully after my 15th date on my judge, they will hopefully give me probation. I can get out and go take that test immediately. That's all I was waiting on. They even waived my 30 days for it. I was just waiting on those transcripts. It literally took them almost a year to get to me.
All right, well, we'll find out about that. You have the pre-exam on this assault charge, which is set for next Tuesday. Let me get the file number on that. You ever been in jail before?
No, sir.
Not much fun, is it?
No.
Has your lawyer been out to see you yet on that case? All right, I'm gonna adjourn this. "30 days to September 9. Do you still live at 612 South Main Street?
I'm trying to get my no contact order edited because that's the only house I have like to live at, unless I don't have any.
All right,
So
well,
I'm
we'll have to
hoping-
sort this out.
I think your bond conditions address that yesterday.
I mean, but they said they could still edit, I believe, right?
I think that you're here, that's next year.
12th, I thought, they said they can talk about it
Right.
being edited on the 12th with Kayla's approval and everything.
Right. Okay, wonderful, excellent.
Yes, ma'am.
That's when you have it scheduled.
The 12th? Okay. Well, that's, if you would like an address,
Well, we'll get this notice to you at the jail. I'm gonna ask my staff to. You're probably gonna be in custody at least until next Tuesday when your pre-exam conference is. You're charged with domestic assault with intent to do great bodily harm, which is a felony punishable by up to 10 years in prison. So I'm not sure what the facts of the case are, but that's what the charge is. But I'm not going to have you enter this plea right now. It would undo your ability to get your license. So we'll see whether you can get your license, and then Mr. George can decide what he wants to do with it from there. There is a charge they could use which would allow you to get your license anyway. All right, you're good to go, Mr. Hensley. And you also have Charles Smith in custody.
Yes, sir.
We'll get to him in a minute. Lori, who's your client?
Marcos Antonio Garcia.
Do we need an interpreter?
No.
She'll have to bring that up to her, your attorney.
Sarah, how are we doing in your case?
She'll have to talk to us.
Attorney said he was gonna go talk with the defendant to get the waiver filled out, Judge, so I'm just waiting to make sure that happens.
All right,
Kayla wants to come and do it herself.
Well, it's like, that's fine, but.
I have not.
Mr. I spoke to the Attorney General, and so we have, he signed the waiver form, and so he's asking if he can go, Mr.
he can go, but I want to talk to him about all the money he owes me.
Okay.
Come up to the podium if you would, or have a seat with your lawyer. Good morning.
Did you just get rounded out this morning? Oh.
Here it is over here. This is file number 2579FY. You're Stephen Daniel Higgins,
Yes, sir.
and you're the Stephen Higgins I know. There's more than one Stephen Higgins, but are you half Higgins and half Hesher?
No,
All right, maybe you're not the one I thought you were. Anyway, you've executed a waiver of your felony charge of non-support. Sarah Brenner, the Chief Assistant Attorney General in charge of non-support issues, is here by Zoom from Lansing. You're here with your lawyer, Mr. Paul Gibson. This means the matter will be bound over to circuit court for further discussion and negotiation, either settlement or trial. Do you understand?
yes, sir.
You owe me, you have an impeding traffic ticket, which is a very minor ticket. You owe $126 in that case. You also have a driving suspended charge where you have an attorney pretrial on August 15th, and you have a no proof of insurance, which is probably
When's that
attached to
from?
the other case. You have an attorney pretrial in front of Judge Pattison on August 15th. Are you aware of that?
When did I get that? I wasn't pulled over or anything like that. It might
Well,
be my father.
Well, that's your father's, the one I know. Let's take a look. Sarah, you're
Yes,
welcome
Judge.
to get on this, but I'm sure you got other things to do. We were able to take care of you, and
Okay. And will they just send us the pretrial date then, Judge?
yes, it'll be set for a status conference in circuit court several months
Okay.
from.
All right. Thank you,
But,
Judge.
it's nice to see you, and you're good to go.
You too. Have a good day.
That would be Stephen Daniel Higgins, age 61,
That's my father.
who has that unpaid ticket.
That's my father. Your
All
Honor.
right, he's the one I know, and he's also the one that has the attorney pretrial. So it appears that you're not the Stephen Daniel Higgins that owes me money, it's your dad. So you're good to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, stay in contact with your lawyer,
Yes, sir.
and the matter will be set for a status conference in circuit court.
Thank you.
Deputy Hall, it's nice to see you. I'll execute that waiver a little bit later. All right. Let me get Lori's client from the jail. And got a lot of balls in the air. Hi. I'm gonna get him by Zoom. He's Marcos Garcia. He has a $35,000 restitution that he's never paid. He has a dog at large. Hello, booking. This is Judge Middleton calling. We got a lot going on today, but could I see Marcos Garcia by Zoom? All right. Garcia. All right, thank you. Bye.
All right, let's talk about that. This hearing was one of those classic Judge Middleton marathons, plenty of characters, a packed docket, and just enough moments to keep it interesting without going off the rails. Judge Middleton, as usual, kept the courtroom running like a well-oiled machine, firm, pragmatic, and always just a touch amused. We had everything from minor traffic issues to a few more serious pretrial matters, and it was a long list. The judge handled each case with patience, even when a few defendants came in with a whole file folder of complications. One standout moment came during the arraignment of Curtis David Koy. He took a plea deal that bundled up several ordinance violations into one manageable charge, and Judge Middleton clearly laid out the costs, legal implications, and how it would affect his record. Mr. Koy was respectful and ready to accept responsibility. No drama. Just a straightforward yes, Your Honor, and out the door he went. Then we had Trey Hensley, whose situation was a bit more tangled. He's been in custody for a few days and picked up a ticket for not having a valid operator's license. What stood out was how honest he was. He explained the bureaucratic mess that delayed his paperwork, how he was trying to get everything lined up, and even mentioned that he already passed the written portion of the exam. Judge Middleton offered a fair deal, giving him credit for the days he served and a minimal fine. That's good judging, firm, but humane. And then came the curveball. Stephen Daniel Higgins, who had a felony non-support charge and a mix-up over some traffic tickets. At first, it looked like he had a bunch of unpaid fines and upcoming pre-trials. But turns out, plot twist, they were actually his father's. You could almost see the gears turning as Judge Middleton sorted out which Higgins was which. No one got thrown under the bus, and the judge kept it light, even with the confusion. That moment brought a little humor to the bench without losing sight of the legal issues. What really worked in this hearing was how everyone, from the defendants to the attorneys, more or less played their part professionally. There were no major outbursts, no courtroom theatrics, just a busy docket being worked through with clarity and a bit of compassion, even when things got technical or confusing, like the nuances around license suspensions or no-ops charges. Middleton took the time to explain things so everyone could keep up. And that's the key. You want a judge who isn't just making rulings, but also making sure people understand what's happening and why. So, overall, it was classic courtroom efficiency. A little banter, a few administrative tangles, and a steady hand on the gavel. If you found this hearing insightful, consider subscribing, hitting the bell, and letting me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every one,